Two sides of the game, Big Tone AWax in the motherfucking building.
That shit, man, and Brownie going viral on it.
Yeah, we're going viral, man.
Let's figure this out, bro. We got
Good, say what's popping.
Let's
Any come out with a new business and they just want stuff for free off top, they don't support it or get behind it. It's like, man, that's a letdown. If you really believe in them, like buy whatever they selling. If it's a sneaker business, buy a pair of shoes and some shoe cleaner from them. Don't just come in off top like, man, we get what kind of discount can I get?
sure that.
I play a lot of chess, so I think chess helped my life a lot too.
I don't know chess, but I use that analogy all the time. Chess, not checkers, but I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I don't play chess.
Every time you move a piece on the chessboard, there's counter moves that can be done, and it's a certain number of them. But when you think about them and your brain's trained to think like that, when you go into regular situations in life, you think about all the possibilities. All right, if I do this action, it could lead to X, Y, Z, boom, boom, boom. And then you run those, do them calculations in your head, it give you an advantage when you move out here.
No, straight up. I utilize the fuck out of that without playing chess though.
Yeah.
Every decision I make now, I think of the consequence, good or bad. If I build a relationship with somebody, if I'm gonna let this dude in my circle, what is this beneficial or is it gonna take me backwards? And I say that sometimes I sound like an asshole. I can't be around these dudes because I'm going backwards. But what do you mean? If I embrace you and let you around me, and your mentality is still on some knucklehead crash dummy shit, you're gonna bring me down back to the level that I worked so hard to get at.
Yeah.
But if I embrace you and your successful business, and I'm gonna use you as an example, bro. When we do kick it, we bounce ideas. Doing this right here was an idea. We bounce ideas off each other. We talk about our moves, what we're doing, and we get to work. And you're working outside of what you're doing. I work outside. We both got our thing going on, but we bounce ideas off each other, and I get motivated off anybody doing their thing.
Yeah, and it spark ideas too. Sometimes just talking simple conversations spark an idea and it get my brain thinking about some different avenues and different ways I could be doing about it. How we touched on the social media and how much you use your Instagram to your favor in your different business aspects. Like that's something that I definitely learned from, and I'm like, yo, I took notice that you was doing it. Like I gotta implement that into what I'm doing for sure. Get the most out of it. Now I ain't got no new TikTok dance or nothing. You got to
I can see you probably like I can see you doing some little. We have to get bruh getting jiggy with it, man. We're gonna do that on the next episode.
Yeah.
But you know I said this a couple times, man. But this is why I know we go back on the conversation when you do something that you love doing. And I've been getting a lot of this lately, man. People pop up on me, they DM me like, bro, like your little spills you give. Bro, I fuck with it. You change. Like people really genuinely are telling me, like, bro, this is like, I take the message you're saying, bro. I'm inspired and you motivate me, and I soak everything you're saying. And I've had some real heartfelt messages and even encounters. People come up to me and give me props on that. And I get a lot of people come up to take pictures with music. I love your music, this and that, and I appreciate that. I love it. But for some reason, when someone tells me, oh, the words you told me has helped me do this and do that, and I've done this because of you, that feels better than any of the music. When someone tells me that they love my music and I make money off music, when I put a product out and you buy my music, we get paid off that, and I love it. I love music. I'm not depreciating anything on that, but it feels so much better when someone tells me, actually, bro, I changed my life because of you, bro. Like you inspired me. I went and did this, and I'm making money now because of you. I don't know what it is, but that hits me different. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I put a song out today called Big Homie, and one of the comments in the comment section was like, I ain't got no one on earth I would ever call a big homie. Like it made me think, like it's crazy how somewhere along the line in one of these generations, like big homies quit being big homies. They quit giving the youngsters good advice and morals and principles to stand on growing up, and good role models. Like you could do this, or like a big thing. When I was young, I heard the E40 line, use the dope game as a stepping stone, and that one little bar stood out to me so much. Like, don't try and be Tony Montana. Use this shit, get what you need out of it, and move on to something that you really want to do. Like as in today's youth, I don't see it's a lot of youngsters in the hood and in the streets that don't have nobody that's a positive role model or like a father figure or a big brother giving them good advice and ways to maneuver and how to conduct themselves. They just moving out here however they wake up and however they feel in the moment, they acting on it. And it's crazy to think that, man. Like I had people, I was lucky to have some people that was good mentors and good people to look up to with solid advice when I was young. And in the moment though, I didn't want to hear that shit.
Not for sure.
Yeah. I was like, no, fuck all that shit. I pretended not to listen. I retained some of the knowledge in the back of my head. You know, I think you're doing a great job of that. Not to cut you off, I think you're doing a great job of that too, and that's part of what you was just talking about, bro.
I feel like, you know what though, I'm just saying though, I just feel like that's part of what I'm here for. You have a feeling on what everyone has a purpose, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm here for, bro. And then, you know, the cool part of the game is, a lot of this shit probably won't even get heard till I end up passing away or something. You know what I'm saying? I hate to speak on this because it gives me chills, but that's the cool part. Like, that's when people start posting those shit and all, bro, had game. You know what I mean? Same with Nipsey, man. Nipsey has so much fucking game, but when he died, that word just got out so much more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. But you know what? Like I said, but we all have a duty, man. And there's such thing as good karma, bad karma, energy, whatever you want to put it, man. It's just whatever you put out there comes back to you, man. If I inspire this homie and he does good and he ends up being successful in life and I really try to help him, you know, that also comes back to me because I feel better about it. It puts me in a better mood. I make better decisions. I get in a better mood. I'm more grateful. You know what I'm saying? It just trickles down. If I'm you know, talking this whoop-de-whoop on me, like, and going back in history, bro, I've been around this and it doesn't feel good.
Do what I do musically, and he got a lot of attention in Chicago. He was going viral on DJ Vlad and interviews and whatnot, and I knew that, but coming into it, I knew I'm gonna get him this attention, and I have to be prepared to get him out of these situations to where he's not around this still with this attention, or it's gonna lead to potentially being a bad outcome in the end. And I let a simple argument with me and him get us and not communicating for a while, and he dove back into that life. And so, you know, that guilt, that survivor's guilt from that, feeling like, man, I let a little argument between us and a situation we argued about that wasn't even me and him, it was about someone else that we was around. And I let that come into my life and not be as much of a good mentor, and I knew better than to let it go that way. I wasn't mature in the situation.
You was big homie to him, you could have helped him a lot.
I should have, and I always hold that guilt looking back towards it.
Sure.
And I wish I could redo that situation, and I miss little bro all the time, bro.
I feel that, but I'm like that with a handful of people that I lost, bro, that I feel like I could have did more for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, when you think logically, that's not on you, it's not on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just feel like we could have, and maybe, you know what, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because even if my words could help somebody, me just telling you, bro, do your thing. Like, sometimes I'll pull someone aside, like, bro, just do your thing, man. Like, don't expect nothing from nobody. If you coming to me and asking for a favor, don't get discouraged, because I might not fuck with you. Yeah. Don't let that stop you. Do your fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Prove me wrong, man.
Don't let me be the one to tell you, you know what I'm saying? That's I do that now just because in the past, bro, I wish I could have. You know, situations even with like, you know, with like Wood, bro. Like, I don't want to get too deep on that. I know people love to hear that, but I regret not being more on him.
Yeah.
Like, and I tried a few times. What the fuck? What's up, homie? You know what I mean? Like, but I was just like, bro, tripping, bro. Bro, tripping right now. You know what I mean? And you know, there's a lot of situations where I wish I would have been. You know, my brother Lace. You know what I mean? There's so many people I just. And I sat in here with, and on another level though, I sat in here with homies that. And bro, you seen this too. Remember, I sat in here trying to get game with some of my little homies, right? And I'm like, bro, you know, I tried to give them some real game, and they would look like, oh, here you go again with this shit. They didn't want to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, fuck, now they looking at like the homies started to call me fucking Coach Stone. Coach Stone. But I was looking out for them. Like, bro, you don't know I've been through this shit. I'm looking at my little homie, because these are people I got kind of close to. Listen, brother, I'm trying to tell you right now and then. Oh, here we go. We out here thugging, bro. I hear you, homeboy, but let me tell you something. Whoopie-whooping. You know, we love you, homie, but you know, and I, you know what? Every one of them, I don't know if you was here, but I'm gonna say one specific conversation. Yeah. Every one of them right there, all of them are gone. Yeah. Every one of them that I sat there and had the conversation with.
Well, that's the sad thing about it too. Is like when you're kicking that knowledge and you're trying to give them that advice, and it's like, oh, here go Coach Tone doing this. Like, yeah, that's cool. You think you got to figure it out, and a lot of kids in the streets, and they accept the fact, they think going to jail is like some badge of honor or something that give you respect the street cred. Like, man, it ain't nothing cool about being somewhere where you ain't gonna get no pussy for years on end, where you're gonna be showering and shitting and taking a piss in front of a bunch of men, might stab you in the back at any moment. Like you really got to take these things into consideration before you jump in the streets if you're a youngster. Is you really prepared for that ride, and is that really cool to you? To not fuck a bitch for 5-10 years or something like and have a Fifi be jacking off of this shit. Like, man, what do you want, bro? Like, different strokes for different folks. But me, I enjoy being free and being able to take something down.
You know what though? Like I said, that's just how we're programmed to realize like what the fuck you're missing. And I will say like there is one individual that I'm thinking about that I was giving game to. He kind of brushed it off, but he's inside right now, and he hits me. You know, everybody got following this shit.
Yeah.
And a few of my homies that hit me from inside be like, bro, I see you, bro. Like, I look at everything you're doing right, bro. Like, I can't wait to get out. Like, and I said, when you get out, bro, you still got home here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just the regret in their voice of like, man, you been doing it. You was right. Like, you doing everything you talked about doing. Yeah. You know, when we taking trips, when we going out to good restaurants, when we do what we want to do, bro. Like I said, there's levels to this shit. But what we do right now is priceless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they see that, it gives them motivation now. And it makes them think their mentality back then was obviously wrong. Yeah. Because you should be right here with us right now. You know what I'm saying?
I think, you know what, I think like, things like, for me, when I was young, like, I had to learn for myself. Much as people say, don't touch that stove, it's hot, that stove top.
For sure.
I was a little scorned from when I was really young. They was talking about
dumbass pendejo.
My parents were like, oh, Santa Claus real, and they used to go through all these extremes, take a fishing boot and with fake snow to the thing, cookie, get a bite out of it for Santa the night before. Like when I found out,
what?
You never had Santa Claus, motherfucker? Y'all motherfuckers.
Hold on, say that again.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I know Santa Claus.
Like my parents used to do extravagant shit. Like they'll put the presents out and act like Santa came through the chimney.
Oh yeah.
They'll have cookies out. Bite the cookie like Santa ate the
I do that for my kids now.
So I really believed that shit. And then when I found out, I felt a certain way. So all adults, like y'all motherfuckers, all university had this big ass motherfucking lie. Fuck me up. I'm believing in big old Easter bunnies.
We got trust issues because of y'all.
Yeah, I got trust issues, so I didn't want to hear nothing from no one older than me. Like, I'm gonna figure this out myself. Y'all ain't gonna keep playing these jokes on me. So I don't think that helped out for me.
See, y'all done fucked up told Wax Santa was fucking fake, man.
Hey man, shout out all the.
Hey, but you know what though? You know what? On some real shit though, you said that that's perfect analogy. I was the same way. I would see you touch that stove and see you get burnt, and I would learn though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the beginning, young, my dumb ass would do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I got to a point in life where I was like, damn, brother, you touch that stove, you got burnt. Why the fuck would you touch that? So I always felt a little more independent thinking, and I was always kind of not, you know, you got the homies that, and mind you, I remember homies doing some dumb shit trying to prove themselves to me, so I would kind of put myself in them shoes. Yeah. I didn't want to be one of them dudes where I just had to be a follower, like I gotta go show I'm fucking super gangster to look good to this dude.
Yeah.
I'd be like, but y'all some crap to me. So you gonna go do that? You stupid motherfucker. You realize how much camera, you know what I mean? I'll be the dude like analyzing shit. You wanna go do that shit right now in front of all those dumb motherfuckers. You stupid.
Thanks for checking out Two Sides of the Game podcast with me, AWax, and Big Tom. If there's any subjects you want to hear us touch on in the near future, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section and like and subscribe.
Salute, man. We'll end it at that, man. You know, I think we got a good thing going here, bro. We keep this conversation going, man. Good way to spark this thing off. I know we got guests coming in, and we're going to keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. But first and foremost, I appreciate everybody tuning in who's watching, man. Best believe we going to keep this shit rocking and rolling. So, like and subscribe. Go to the motherfucking YouTube. It's a brand new channel, so go share it. Tell your people to post it. And, you know, looking forward to let y'all see what we got coming, man, you know.
Yeah, hit that comment section. Let us know if there's any topics you want to hear us touch on.
That's right, man. Big Tone, AWax, Two Sides of the Game, baby. We out. Salute.